It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2007 Life Sciences and Healthcare Venture Summit. Our goal is to assist early stage and emerging growth companies in the life sciences and healthcare sectors by providing them an opportunity to gain exposure to the VC community.
We are a $250 million fund focused on medical devices.
$350 million life sciences only fund. We have $3 billion under management. The current fund's about $1 billion.
It's a $108 million fund.
The $300 million healthcare dedicated fund.
$570 million fund.
Our first fund, which is a $250 million fund.
I think it's a chance to offer feedback for both presentations so they can polish their pitch and give a cleaner version of their company if they're in a time crunch situation. And then also to offer feedback specifically on the technology or capital requirements that are needed.
We have 46 of some of the most fundable companies around presenting on 2 tracks today.
We're looking to fund our project through the final IND to take it through phase 1 and phase 2. And that amount will cost approximately $10 million staged.
We're developing a cardiac computerized tomography system which will be able to scan the entire volume of the heart in a fraction of a single heartbeat.
In a pitch we look for what's the technology, does it have a nanotechnology component to it, because otherwise we really need to have that for our investment thesis.
There were certainly 1 or 2 that stood out based on the technology that they had licensed and were proposing to develop, as well as the teams that were advancing those technologies and would make them worthy for further analysis.
The most important thing for you to think about is build your business, build it as a real business, and if it is a real business, someday someone will knock on the door. But build it as a business.
What we really liked about that business, we invested in a relatively early stage. But again, it was a large market, strong IP, and a true solution in the ICU.
The goal is to get financed again. The goal is to have more money in the bank, ultimately, really to get somebody else to write a check because they get excited about what you're doing.
It's a good opportunity to, in one day, learn a little bit about a lot of companies.
For VCs, especially early stage VCs, it's a great place to come one day and you hear, how many companies, maybe 30 companies were here, so that's a great use of time. And again, with the concise, sort of well-presented pitches, you really got to crank through a lot and gives you the ability to follow up later.
Well, you need capital, and venture capital firms have it, and you've got to get out there and you've got to present yourselves to them. There's just no 2 ways about it. They're not going to come knocking on your door, and this is a venue where you can meet these people. They're here looking for you, and you're looking for them.
It's a great place to speak to funds with capital that are looking to invest, and probably also to keep an ear out for companies that are in the same space to make sure that your plan and product are differentiated from the others.
There's a lot of good conversations going on, great interactions between VCs and entrepreneurs and all the intermediaries in between. So it's a great environment to see a lot of companies and meet great people. Okay, it was a great format, 7 minutes per company, get a good snapshot of the company, got a good understanding of what they're doing and all the highlights, so it was helpful.
It's a somewhat unique group of companies, so that's one side. And then, to be honest, it's probably a dirty little secret that the venture capitalists who present, we all look and see, well, who are the other VCs who are on the panels? And once you get to critical mass, it kind of makes sense for Pappas to send someone.
A business should come because they need access to investors, and we have access to investors, thank God. That's really what we are offering. At the same time, investors should come because we have access to deal flow. And investors need promising companies. They don't just need any company, but they need promising companies. And we offer an opportunity for these companies to connect with investors and vice versa.